my crystals, and welcome back to my ASMR channel. I hope you are doing absolutely amazing and taking care of yourself as best as you can. I wanted to just show you some of the nature that I experienced last weekend and tell you a little bit about my weekend getaway. So I went to the Shenandoah area and we stayed at an Airbnb that was like a little cottage. I'll try to insert a photo. But there were two porches and one of them was like on the side of the house, a little bit more secluded. And I ended up spending a lot of time there reading and enjoying nature and just being by myself. And I ended up going with some friends that I knew two of them like fairly well, but the others I wasn't like super close with. So it was kind of an out of my comfort zone experience. And it actually was so nice to be with different people and expand my, the friends that I'm around, the people that I'm around. And these people were just extremely opening and welcoming. And overall, it was a great experience socially. But it was also extremely relaxing because we were like in the mountains and there was a bunch of open grassland, farmland, and which is a lot different than where I live currently. So it was a nice, refreshing change of scenery. And the weather was amazing too. So it said that it was going to be thunderstorming all weekend. We were there for 2.5 days for the 4th of July weekend, and it said it was going to be raining on Saturday and Sunday. But luckily it was not raining at all, and it was sunny and the perfect temperature. So on Friday night, we did some grocery shopping, got everything that we would need for the weekend, and we ended up going back home and playing Scrabble, like team Scrabble, and it was so fun. There was like a big Scrabble board on the wall, and all of the tile pieces were magnetic, so we could all see it very easily, and we just sat in the living room, played Scrabble, which I hadn't played in a long time. And then we watched did we watch a movie that night? Well, one of the nights we watched a movie called Hush, and I'm not usually into thrillers or like scary movies, so this one was a thriller. And I feel like I wasn't watching it for half the time. I was on my phone because I was so scared. But anyways, so then the next day we woke up and made breakfast. We had a big breakfast and we all helped out making breakfast. And then we went to a winery, or no, not a winery, a brewery. we went to a brewery later that day. And what else did we do that day? Oh yeah, I think we had to go back to the grocery store to get some extra things because we didn't buy enough. So went to the brewery, and then the next day after that we ended up going tubing, and that was so relaxing. We were in the river floating. We could jump in if it got too hot, but it was just the perfect weather, just floating down the river, drink in hand, enjoying the beautiful sky, the beautiful scenery, and some of the wildlife that we saw. It was just absolutely amazing. So after the tubing, we made dinner and we played some more games after that. So we watched a little bit of Twilight too, because some of us hadn't seen Twilight. And then we played a game called Bang, which is like a sheriff. You gotta guess who's the outlaws and the deputies and stuff like that. So we played that, and then we shot off some fireworks because it was 4th of July weekend. So before we left for the trip, we got some little sparklers and some fireworks, and we shot them off in the parking lot that was right across the street from our Airbnb. So that was my amazing weekend, and this was like a little shed that was near the house, and overall it was just so peaceful, so relaxing. It was a nice, quaint little town with beautiful greenery, and I was very grateful for that weekend, and I really hope that you enjoy looking at all the plants and such that were around the home. This was a little piece of stained glass that I ended up finding in the ground. It was like a little lawn ornament that had broken, and some of it was still in the ground. So I think it was supposed to be a rose or some sort of flower. I thought the color was beautiful. And this was the porch that I was talking about. So I would sit on that rocking chair and just read my book. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in my next one.